So I am live from my daughter's phone, if the picture looks a little different, because mine for some reason does not want to rotate when I go live on YouTube. If you have answers on how I can fix that, leave them in the comments for me. I'm Bri, I'm the owner and artist of Upcycled by Bri, and I am here tonight with a thrift haul. We are going to look at some things. I'm going to show you what I got, what I paid for it, show you what I'm going to do to them, and everything is pre-listed over on my website, upcycledbybri.com, in the current thrift haul collection. I did drop that down in the comments below if you want to shop along with me. At the end, we're going to flip a few things using some DIY paint and products, maybe some decoupage paper. All those things are available over on my site as well. If you are popping on, say hello and let me know who is here. Leslie says pre-like if you can. Hey Leslie, she always has my back. While you guys are popping on and saying hi, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. So I've got a little mix, a few thrifted items, I've got a few garage sale items, I've got a few curb items, and some of this is my personal home decor. Some of y'all know I've downsized recently and I just have way too much junk. So we've got a good mix of junk. We're gonna get through it all together and paint a couple things at the end. So let's start off first with this deer. The deer have been very popular lately. Everybody says if you find the deer, buy the deer. This guy was $3.99. The sticker is showing me it was one of the things I got when I was shopping with Sammy from Unicorn Dust Designs. We went thrifting a while back. I think the sticker, Sammy, if you're watching, I think that's Salvation Army. But I was thinking I would do a faux concrete finish with this guy. I do kind of like his eyeballs, not gonna lie. So what if I did a faux concrete and then like distressed back his eyes? Would that be weird? That might be weird. Y'all leave me a comment below, let me know what you want to see painted tonight. So this is definitely one of them. We could do a faux concrete, a little bit of white wax, it would be great. And the deer, of course, are great for the fall, but also for the Christmas winter season. And he is listed over on my site after he's all painted, will be $14.95. If you guys are seeing things over there that you like, go ahead and grab them. Don't just put it in your cart. Somebody else can still buy it. Go ahead and buy it. I can combine orders and refund any extra shipping. This little goodie bag was a curbside find in the old neighborhood. I had a cute little lady who always put some great vintage treasures out, and this is all Christmas. Oh, Leslie says she is looking for a deer head for decoupage paper. That is something I will keep an eye out, Leslie. I'm assuming you mean like a faux deer head. So this is going to be like a little bundle package. It's got a ton of goodies in it. I'll pull some of it out here and show you. And in the picture on the listing, there's some detailed pictures. First of all, I threw these little guys in. They were from the thrift store. They were 50 cents a piece. Ooh, whoa, that is really washing out. Let me kill that ring light a little. They were 50 cents a piece. And there's some adorable little kissing, there we go, that's better, Santa and Mrs. Claus. And they're like a really pretty pearlescent color, but they would be really good chalk painted too. And y'all have to bear with me as I get used to the lighting over here. It will get better. But they would be cute with some chalk paint, a little bit of white wax to bring back that distressing, or super cute as is. Y'all know I love my little critters, my little trinkets. And then also in here are some really cute new old stock Santa picks, and each of them have something different on them. There's like a drummer, a little guitarist, but they've got these little crocheted hats, the little tiny glasses, and they're all still in the packaging. They were originally $1.19 a piece wherever they came from. So anyways, just a good bag of goodies, some great vintage floral, which y'all know I'm obsessed with. And so this whole little bag of vintage Christmas is $12.95. I think the three little Santas and then the figurines are probably worth it alone. But I've been obsessed with making vintage floral arrangements lately. All right, who is here? Sweetum says she likes the deer the way he is. I thought that too. We'll see. Oh, don't paint the deer. He's great. Okay, okay, okay. Leslie says not a real deer head, and that she would buy one. Don't paint the deer. Okay, y'all, I won't paint the deer. I won't paint him. We won't paint him tonight. If you buy him and you don't want him painted, Won't paint them. Next up, this came out of my house. I'm having a hard time downsizing my copper, but I figured this one can go. It's a great vintage copper strainer, and I had it hanging on the wall, but what would be great is just to take like a single piece of greenery and just tie it to that, a little pine pick for the winter season. But I love my copper. $9.95 on this one. And again, all of this is in the current thrift haul collection. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that down in the comments below. Who's a copper fan? Raise your hand if you like the copper. Copper teapots, copper pans. I like it all. All right. Get this dropped again for you. It's about time for me to get an assistant. All right, there we go. $9.95 on the copper strainer. Ooh, next up, these were another thrift find with Sammy. They were $1 each, and they are like little candle wall sconces, but they reminded me of little cutting boards. And then they've got the great metal detail there along the bottom. So I was thinking to hang them on the wall, put a jar in them with a little bit of floral, cute little mini Christmas tree, some pumpkins, adorable. And then I was going to sell them as a set, $12.95 for the set of 2. And this is also something I could paint tonight. We could paint them to match, but I thought the red and white were actually semi-appropriate for Christmas. Becky loves copper. Yes. Hey Shelly, cheers to you. She just toasted with a bourbon cocktail. I love it. I just had tacos. And now I have some coffee. So cheers to that. It's probably a little late. Probably gonna regret it, but it's fine. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I could stencil and set, Leslie, that's a good idea. I may stencil those. I've got all my tools right here. So y'all give me some ideas and we'll do something fun at the end. Feeling like the lighting is a little dark again. Let me turn this up just a little bit. Heyo. We'll get it all down pat. That's better. Can everybody see me okay? I feel like I'm dark over here. I've got a window over here. Next up, we got a turkey. I love baskets. I love vintage floral. I love critters. This was a curbside find, $4.95. I prettied up the floral, got it all rinsed off and dried, and this would make an adorable centerpiece. This could also be whitewashed. The floral foam is not glued in here, so you could take this out, reuse all that beautiful floral. I am just in love with this orange, vintage orange color for fall this year. Cheers with iced tea, Rhonda. Not back into the copper from Diane. No worries, Diane, it's all good. I wasn't around when it was around the first time, so I am digging it. Vintage turkey is $4.95. And you can always pull that floral out, give him a little whitewash, a little white wax, update him a bit. Who has fall weather? Anybody feeling the fall vibes yet? It's still been pretty warm here. Our trees are still pretty green. But, you know, the evenings and the mornings are getting a little cooler and crisper. It's coming. Next up is this gorgeous wooden bowl, and I did hit it with some Sweet Pickins hemp oil, which is food safe. It's a Woodpecker woodware made in Japan. Oof, goodness, that is bright. And I did look this up online. Comparables were going for around $25 in this shape. I have mine listed at $14.95. You can see there's a little bit of wear in here around the edges, but still just a beautiful bowl. This rich wood is great for the cottage core right now. You can see it's super shiny. There's still a little bit of hemp oil that's soaking in, and I'll give it a good rub down before I mail it out. But it is gorgeous. Can you imagine this with a big, pretty, like fall centerpiece? Some little white pumpkins in it, maybe some floral. Just gorgeous fruit bowl. They're originally salad bowls. The original set had a couple of smaller ones with it, but unfortunately, I did not find the smaller ones. Anything wood said made in Japan, I always do snag it up. 51 people on. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you this evening. Again, everything is preloaded, and all of the products I'll be using painting tonight over on my website, upcycledbybri.com. Not feeling like fall in Florida. I do not doubt that. Next up, we've got a terracotta piggy. Again, always with the creatures. This guy is handmade. I am loving his like little side smug expression. He already had a chip on the ear when I got him. It could be fixed with some paper clay and he could get a paint job, but I think it really adds to his character. He does have a hole in the bottom, so he's a functioning piggy bank. You could definitely cork that up and use it. But I just wanted to note that he has one more detail that I just really couldn't get over. Oh goodness. So handmade ceramic pig is $8.95 over on my site, and he was $3 originally at the thrift store. So not a huge profit margin on him there, but pigs sell well for me. Vintage ceramics sell well for me, and he was special. Leslie said it was in the 40s last night. Yes, that's definitely feeling like fall. I'm looking a little dark on the screen, guys. I'm sorry. I'll make sure I turn that up next time. DIY Purpose says the leaves are changing, but it was 70. Yeah, it snowed before here too in October. Sometimes it's snowing on Halloween. Oof, 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 oof. I'm not ready for that. I don't think we're gonna have any early this year. Let's hope. You guys, I want to go buy a twin bed just so I can keep these. So these are new old stock. This one was also in the plastic. The plastic was kind of falling apart, so I went ahead and just took it out. Lady Pepperell, they are twin flat sheets. I have one fitted and one flat. And they have this gorgeous yellow floral on it. So cottagey. Now, these could be cut up and used for pillowcases, things of that nature, some pretty wall pockets, but they're still in great shape. I'm not going to wash them or anything. I will mail them out just as is. I looked up some comparables on these online too. They were retailing on Etsy for around $45, $50. I have them listed on my site at $22.95. And again, just a fitted and a flat sheet, no pillowcases, but I thought these would be great to repurpose for some beautiful fall cottage projects or spring, that yellow, for sure. All right, I don't think Sammy's on tonight, but that girl loves her some 90s, so she would be mad if she knew I was going to be painting over this. This is a cute little swan or duck wall pocket. It's got the little hanger on the back and it's got this thin pocket here. So I'm thinking paint it white, distress it, and put some beautiful farmhouse floral in it. This was a curbside find too. Looks like it was originally part of a garage sale that didn't sell. Super cute though. And I do like the 90s stuff. That's kind of when I grew up, but not enough to keep it. Oh. Smaller haul tonight, guys. I only have about 20 items or so. I've been working very hard on moving, getting back from vacation, working on my booths. I want to get Christmas into my booths very soon. And speaking of Christmas, I've got a few Christmas things tonight. So this actually came out of last year's bin. Every season or so I roll over a tote to the next year. So when all of the Christmas stuff at the thrift store went marked down last year, I did like a final haul, and this was it. How do you buy stuff on a live sale? Hey Jenna, I am going to drop a link right now. It is to my website. I have everything preloaded over there. So if you click the link I just dropped, it's going to take you into my thrift haul collection, and you can buy things directly off of my site. Makes it super simple. You don't have to comment sold, no numbers, none of that jazz. Hop on over there, buy it, hop on right back. And if you see something you like, go ahead and grab it. And then if you purchase something else later, I can combine items and return shipping. So no worries there. Welcome, welcome. So this is just a cute little decor sled, solid wood, with, you know, a kitschy little snowman on it, but we're gonna paint over that in decoupage. I was thinking either Santa postcards or the new Christmas stag. So that's an option for this evening as well. And since we're decoupaging, I don't have to worry about sanding him off. Super simple. This was $2.50. I know I got 30% off, and I think Christmas was like marked down crazy, so it probably cost me like 75 cents or something. And it's listed $9.95 over on my site, and it is listed as will be upcycled. So if I'm showing you guys things and they don't get done tonight, just know they'll get done before I send them out. All right, yellow apothecary jar. I've not seen a yellow one before. and I kind of want to keep it. I don't have any room. So it's just got that light yellow gorgeous tint to it. $2.99, so I paid up just a little bit for this, but I thought it was unique enough to do so. And this was one I got shopping with Sammy too. And I have it listed for $9.95. Only because shipping it is going to be complicated, but I know I've got yellow lovers, and I know I have several people who love their apothecary jars. So I paid $3, selling it for $9.95 over on my site. Could you imagine that with some like little mini pine cones? That would be super cute for fall, or acorns. I love to put vintage marbles in my apothecary jars. You are very welcome, Jenna. She says thank you for the info. You are welcome. Next up, some adorable little crafting cats. They are little shelf sitters. Boop. Or I thought they would be really cute in wreaths too. And I know I've got cat lovers. I was gonna do some Halloween wreaths, but I so ran out of time. So the set of 3 cats can be yours for $3.95. They would be, this is making me nervous. We're just gonna put that over there for now. There we go. They could be shelf sitters for you, or you can upcycle them into something cute. They're a little scratched up. They could probably use a fresh coat of paint. But I figured somebody would love them. I just love how their little tails hang down. Not even a cat person. That's okay though. I don't hate cats. All right. I think we're gonna go to the pumpkin patch this weekend. Speaking of fall and holidays, it's time. We're like almost halfway through October already. Okay, maybe I'm rushing it, but it feels like it. Back to fall, except for this is going to get upcycled into Christmas. I'm going to take out all of this floral. I'm storing away the rest of my fall stuff. Time to move on to Christmas. But this is pretty, so I will reuse it. It's not glued in, so it will come out. And then, since it has like the little hanger back here for the wall pocket, I am going to replace the fall floral with some pretty Christmas floral. I've got some pine picks, some red eucalyptus. So something as simple as just switching out the floral. You guys, you can really update your decor. These wall pockets sell really well for me, and I just loved how it already had some like great distressing on this basket. Hi Chastity, how are you? Glad you could make it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little piece of drop cloth, all right, cut out like a little rectangle of drop cloth, and use some floral wire to wire it to the front, and then we'll stamp that drop cloth with like Pine Tree Farm or Holiday Greens or something like that. So this will be upcycled into a beautiful Christmas wall pocket. I just sold the metal one the other day. People are ready for their Christmas stuff. If you are a reseller and you haven't started, it's time. I know it. And this will be $16.95 after it's all spiffied up, which is a heck of a deal for all of the work I'm gonna put into it. That'll be super cute. You guys know I love my floral projects. Plants, real and fake. Oh yes, Leslie, those flowers would also be really good for the summer. The yellow sunflowers and the orange, for sure. Orange is my second favorite color, fun fact. First is green, like a beautiful like olive foresty green, and then orange. Hey Robin, how are you, doll? She says these hauls and upcycles are her favorite. Welcome. I love doing them live. Edited videos are great too, but I love getting on live and talking with you guys. Unfortunately, not everybody loves lives as much as some of you, but that's okay. 60 people on this evening so far. Thank you guys so much. If you don't mind, go ahead and send this out to a friend who likes to thrift and resell and flip. I've been slightly MIA here trying to get some stuff together, and new friends would be greatly appreciated over here, for sure. All right, next up, we are going to do a little bit more of my personal decor. So I hauled these over the summer, and I had 3 of them, 2 small and 1 large. I'm going to keep the large one, but I am going to be getting rid of the small 2. You think I'd remember it? I just wrote all these down. $8.95 each. So there's 2 available. It's going to be luck of the pick. One is a little more patinaed, one is not. Hey, Everlasting Vintage, do you ship to Canada? I do ship to Canada, but I will let you know it's going to be quite pricey. So if you go in, put some stuff in your cart and go to checkout, it will calculate those rates for you. Just keep that in mind. And then all of my shipping rules and stuff are listed there on my site too. And if you need to, you guys can always email me, upcycledbybri@hotmail.com. That's also down at the bottom of my website if you have any questions for me, and that's the easiest way to get a hold of me so I don't lose your message. Sorry guys, comments are rolling in. Hey Karen, she says this is her first time watching live. Hello, thank you so much for hopping on, and you're welcome. She says thanks for sharing the talent. My kid's outside the window telling me thumbs up. Oh, I love it. Oh, you guys are awesome. Okay, so the vintage shredders, and these are sharp, so that's in the listing, be careful. But I just love to set them up on a shelf, you know, with some floral next to them, maybe a little potted plant. They're really cute in kitchen vignettes. Again, I just have too many. Oh, and then this gal is so pretty. I was also going to repurpose her onto a wreath. So if nobody buys her, I'm going to do that. I have a huge grapevine wreath and she would be perfect. Can you imagine just some beautiful floral picks coming up out of either side and then this sitting down on the bottom of the wreath? The colors are washed out. There we go. The colors are really pretty on it. It definitely could be painted too, but I wouldn't paint it. I would leave those pastel colors. And she is $9.95. I paid $2.50 for this angel at the Giving Tree last year. Everlasting Vintage says, don't forget that thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. That sure helps as well. I appreciate it. And I always forget to ask for that. Tiny little strainer. This is a little 1-cup strainer. It does have some tape on it. That could be pulled off since it's not functioning anymore. But I had it in my decor just like this. And then I just put greenery and stuff in the top. Switch it out seasonally. But just a little tiny one, and it is $6.95. But it's got some great patina. Obviously not usable. And there's a big hole in the bottom even if you wanted to use it. Another piece of metal. I've got 15 of these. I probably only need 14. So one's going up on my site for $6.95. All-in-one shredder. I love hanging these from the wall. And a little vignette, a little kitchen wall vignette. Again, just taking a little simple piece of floral, hanging it from the front. Maybe a little buffalo plaid bow or something if you're into it a little bit spiffier. Super cute. I love using functional items for decor. If you look around my house, you guys won't really see anything from, say, Hobby Lobby or Michael's or any of those places. It's all thrifted, found items. It has so much more character in my opinion. Okay, what are we thinking for flips? We've got the sled. We've got the deer, which y'all said you didn't want me to paint. I could work on the wall pocket or the swan. So be thinking about that. We're almost through this haul. I told you it was a quick one. Next up, I have an Oven-X vintage pan. I love these for centerpieces. Pumpkin, big pumpkin, little pumpkin, greenery everywhere. Smack it in the middle of a rectangle coffee table and you are done. Terry loves my live hauls. Thank you, Terry. They're fun. They're so much fun. You guys, I could talk about junk all day long. The thing that slows me down from listing 100 things or like showing you guys 100 things is because I have to take pictures and list it all. So it's a little bit of work there. But the Oven-X pan is $8.95. Again, this was in my personal decor. I'm kind of not over stainless steel or silver color or whatever, but really kind of shifting more towards the copper. So I figured I'd get rid of some of my silver. This was also part of mine. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so sorry about the lighting. There. Okay, so this is a Jamie Ray stencil, but it's shrunk down to a smaller scale. I have the big one, but I shrunk it down to a smaller scale and then put it on this. It's super cute and it's painted white. The back is not done. I will finish the back and just paint it white so it's completely finished before I ship it out. But it had some cool paper and stuff on the back of it when I bought it. And then the front was just like yucky. Leslie says, do them for Christmas and sell them. Yes, Leslie, that's why I kept a whole bunch of them. I'll do them up with some of those picks and do them in my booth for sure. I had this hanging in my laundry room. Got about 3 more of them. I had them in kind of like a cute little display, and I figured I could probably get rid of one of them. So this one is $14.95 over on my site. That nice classic black and white farmhouse look. Jenna asks if shipping costs a lot. So Jenna, I have my shipping set up into tiers depending on how much you're spending. So if you're going to be buying one thing, shipping might seem a little higher. If you're buying several things, it might seem a little more reasonable. But as soon as you go to checkout, all the shipping will be calculated for you before you actually hit checkout, so you'll be able to see how much that's going to cost. Shipping to Georgia shouldn't cost too much, especially if you're buying smaller items. If you're buying something a little bit bigger, you know, shipping can be up to $20 for a bigger box. And I do ship some big things, so it just depends. Hey Jen, how are you? Glad you could hop on. So this is cute. This is new old stock. Again, it was left over from my like clearance blowout, thrift store, Christmas shebang last year. $8, I think if everything was 50% off plus my 30% off. So I only paid a couple bucks for it. Hannah's Handiworks LLC is who made it. So distinctive handcrafted items since 1996. Guess a small company made it. And it has the lights on it, so all the little snowflakes light up. But what I thought I would do is pull off the snowmen. They're a little too kitschy for me. I'll probably paint over the welcome because it looks a little, you know, spray painted or whatever. But these ski treads are metal, and they've got a beautiful faux patina. And then this is a nice solid piece of MDF with the lights in it. So this is going to be super cute. Again, I was thinking probably paint it and then do the Christmas stag like deer head on it. Let's see if I, ouch, ow, have a Christmas stag over here. I just pinched my finger. Yes. So this is the JRV decoupage paper, the 2021 Christmas stag. Isn't that gorgeous? That big, beautiful deer head in the middle, and then you've got the smaller ones. So you can cut these apart and use them on smaller projects, but they are 30 by 20 pieces of paper, and they're 18 pounds, which means they're really thick. They are great for furniture. So that's an option as well. First time catching me live. Hey Mary, welcome. She is from Kentucky. Awesome. All right, we got a couple more things and then we're gonna paint something. Oh, this is pretty. I've been holding on to this for like a year, you guys, thinking I'm just gonna find the perfect place for it, and it still has the tag. $3.99 originally from the Goodwill. It still had a sticker on it, or a tag on it. It was $11.99 originally, wherever it was from. But I'm gonna take the grapevine off of it. It's just got a beautiful rusty metal patina to it, and fill it up with some pretty fall floral. Maybe just even like some really simple tall cotton stems. And then it has a hanger right here as well. So it'll be $22.95 after all is said and done over on my site. And if you're just popping on, let me drop that link for you one more time. Hey Terry, she says better late than never. You were right. I showed the haul. You can definitely go back and watch the replay on that one. But I am about to paint something, so you didn't miss that. Paste. Hold on. Hold please. My daughter's almost to the age where I'm gonna make her come in and start dropping links. Alrighty, there we go. So if you're just hopping on, I just dropped that thrift haul collection for you. Everything I'm showing is listed there. And the paint that I'm about to use is over in the DIY paint collection. So the sled, oh, I don't think I wrote it down. I think I had it at $24.95 after it's all upcycled. And it's super cute. Like I said, it lights up, it's got the string, it can hang, and it's a good solid piece of decor. Just needs a little upcycling. All right, guys, I think I'm going to paint this little cutie since nobody's weighing in. Consider Christmas floral for the wire basket. That might be a good idea, Terry. It might be a little too brown if I did cotton, right? I'll do Christmas floral just for you. I'll post it over on my Instagram. If you guys aren't following me on social, check me out over on Facebook and Instagram too, because I post there daily. All right, we're gonna go Christmas stag over the snowman. I wanna do a black background under this paper. Ooh, maybe not. Because then maybe the... You think the picture will show up if I did black underneath it? I usually do white. What do we think? I could do red underneath it? I don't know. Then is that gonna turn my paper pink? Should we just try it? If it doesn't work, I can paint over it. Comment below, can I do black paint under this, or is it gonna make my deer disappear? I'm grabbing my Klingon R14. Actually, I think I'm gonna go with my R20. Do black. Okay, Tracy, I'll do black. Y'all, if you haven't tried these Klingon brushes, I was skeptical about spending this much money on brushes. They're life-changing. Brush strokes diminished immensely, and you stick them in a cup of water overnight, rinse them off the next morning, your paint just falls out. Even milk paint. Oh, the other Terry says white. How about a gray? Ah! Black and a whitewash. All right, we're going black. We're trying it. I'm gonna go with my gut. I've got DIY little black dress here. This is the true black. There's also DIY black velvet, which is a little more velvety, a little softer. So the DIY paint that I use is a clay-based paint, very similar to a chalk paint. It's highly pigmented and super easy to use, sticks to about anything. Wood, metal, glass, you name it. It is all natural and VOC free, so I can paint right here in my living room. I don't have to worry about stinky smells. And it's water soluble till it's sealed. So if I want to distress with a wet paper towel, I can do that before I seal it, instead of getting out a sanding block and making a huge dusty powdery mess all over my house. If you haven't tried this paint before, I highly recommend it. I have sample sizes available over on my site. It's an 8-ounce size for $13, and you guys, you could paint, you know, a small, like little jewelry box, a few thrifted items, maybe even like a small wooden chair with a sample size, easy peasy, especially the darker colors. Try black, what the heck, we're doing it. We are doing it. Grab out my heat gun, and we will get this dried just a little bit faster. Now, if I wasn't decoupaging, I would have sanded off that snowman, like if I was gonna stencil or something, because he would have shown through. But since I'm doing the decoupage, I can just go right over the top. Oh, excuse me for a second. There's always one thing I forget. Today it was to plug in my heat gun. I'm down here, I promise. Okay, whew, I got it. All right, little heat gun, get this dried up a little bit faster. Seven 76 people on. You guys are amazing. Appreciate you hopping on. I was planning on putting up an edited video tonight, but I just didn't have time to do a good one. And I figured, what the heck? It's been forever. I would pop on and say hi. Who's ready for Halloween? And my kiddo keeps changing what she wants to be. We're on like the third thing now, and I said, okay, tonight when I get off this live, we are getting on Amazon and we are ordering what you need from there, and we're committing. That way we can go thrifting this weekend and get the rest of the stuff. Come on in, honey, you're fine. I was just talking about you. All right, easy peasy. Look how fast that's dry. One coat coverage. Now I just have to decide which part of the paper. Hi Jane, how are you? I was hoping you would have time to pop on. You missed the haul doll, but you can go back and watch the replay. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this Christmas stag decoupage paper on this little sled. So stinking cute. Okay, which part should we use? I'm thinking maybe like this deer right here. Looks good to me. So I'm just gonna take my sleigh here and put it down on top and just kind of loosely trace around it. His antlers come off the edge just a little bit, but it'll be okay. Now, a lot of people do different ways with their decoupage. I am not a decoupage pro by any means. I like a good distressed look. So I usually end up sanding my decoupage paper a little. If it wrinkles, it doesn't bother me for the most part. But I know some of you are like serious decoupagers. I've got a rogue hair. Oh, somebody's shopping. I've got a rogue hair that's tickling my face. All right, now we'll just cut this out. And some people also tear their decoupage paper for like a more authentic looking edge. Concentration. Use the deer, use the deer. Jane says she got this paper. Awesome. It's so pretty. I do love deer. I've got that little set of ceramic deer I use a lot for my staging that everybody always tries to buy from me. I'm just not quite ready to let them go yet, but I will someday probably. Maybe. And then maybe it's not the best topic to talk about, but we've got a lot of hunting here in Kansas too. So people like deer for other reasons, but that's not what I like. I just like critters. Sweet. Okay, so the paper on top of the black looks fine. Now once we start getting that decoupage medium on it, that's gonna be kind of the, this is gonna work moment. I am going to go with some liquid patina. This is a multi-use product by DIY. It's a transfer gel, it's a top coat, it's a decoupage medium, and I never close my things up correctly. So I always struggle. You should always wipe the lip of your, there we go, wipe the lip of your containers off. I keep these handy. They're just little pieces of like non-skid drawer liner, and they work perfectly. One on top, one on the bottom, voila. And then of course, since DIY products are all natural, you don't want to dip into your containers. You always want to pour out into another container when you're using the products. Even the paint, which I was cheating and I didn't because it's almost gone. So I've just got a little foam brush here, nothing too crazy, and we'll just do a nice thin coat of liquid patina right on top of this black paint. You'll let your paint dry first or dry it yourself before you apply the patina. Now any top coat will work for your decoupage medium. I know a lot of people also use Mod Podge, and that's fine. I like the patina because it dries a little bit slower. It gives you a little more open time, a little more time to work with the product. Big Top works well too. It dries a lot faster. And then Sweet Pickin's top coat is great too. It's super matte. Does the DIY paint have a shelf life? So I have had some of these containers for almost 2 years, Everlasting Vintage. And like on a couple of them where there's only this much left, they do start to dry out a little bit. You can put a couple drops of water in there, stir it up, and still use it. Now, if you start dipping other things, like double dipping into your container, it can mold. So that's why I say always pour out into another container. So I'm sitting here yapping, letting my liquid patina dry. Whoops. Go ahead and put this down, and then I'm just going to press here from the center and press out. And again, a couple little tiny wrinkles in there. Nothing crazy. And then we'll go straight on top of that with another coat of patina. Easy peasy. Like, how simple is this update to? Went from like kitschy, kind of cheesy 1990s to modern farmhouse, kind of French country cottagey in what, 5 minutes because I was talking. Now I'm just taking my finger and smoothing outwards. Sometimes I use a brayer if I'm doing a bigger surface area or doing furniture, but my finger works fine too. I know some people use an iron to smooth out the wrinkles and stuff. I have never got that fancy. Look how simple. And you can definitely tell it's black paint underneath, but you did not lose the image at all. I was worried. But that the paper, the 18-pound paper, is thick enough that it doesn't go completely transparent when it gets wet. I'm gonna use my heat gun and dry it a little bit here. I would recommend kind of letting this dry on your own if you can, but for time's sake, we'll dry it up. I put my decoupage stuff in front of a fan a lot, or turn on my overhead fan. I'm impatient. You could also, you know, just let it dry. What do y'all think about the Christmas stag? All of the JRV decoupage paper ships flat rate for $1.95. So if you have an order that's just decoupage paper, shipping's only $1.95, which is amazing. It wasn't always like that, and I got a couple of comments of how I could improve my shipping, and I made that change. Look how stinking cute! I could paint the treads on this too. There's a little bit of like red from the paint job before. I'll probably hit that with the sander. Ooh, or I could just do like some dark oil wax. Let's do that. Or white. White or dark oil wax, y'all tell me. Or black. Onto this raw wood. That'll be a nice touch. Ooh, that's warm. All right, I'm gonna use my handy dandy Cricut tool in a way I'm not supposed to be and try to get a little of that red paint off. I didn't see it before. It's fine. Jane said Ginger Chick Rehab used a sandwich baggie to smooth it out the other night. That's smart, so you don't get patina all over your hands. Black stain. Terry says black stain. Okay, Terry, I'll use the black oil wax. Oh no. Elena, come here real quick. Can you get something for Mama?
What?
I need black oil wax. It's gonna look like this, but it's in a small container in the closet, okay? It's on the right side. And there's brown, but there's also black. I don't have any down there. I'll put the kid to work, see if she can find it. This will teach her inventory. Look at that, nice. Oh, that's dark. Get one that says black on it.
Oh.
So close, I know it's tricky. So close. Oh, Chastity's package arrived today. Awesome, thank you. She found it. So this is oil wax, and this is by the Sweet Pickins line. And this is gonna be a sealer, and you can use it over paint, Sweet Pickins paint, obviously, or DIY paint. And you can also use it over raw wood. You are fine, Jasmine. My girl Jasmine's here. She said, sorry, she's late. She had to grab dinner. No worries, my friend. We're just doing a little bit of decoupaging. So now I've got this decoupaged on. You can see it kind of up here in the corner. If you can see, guys, I'm sorry. I got a little bit extra, so I'm just gonna take my sanding block and sand down right there along the edge, and it'll cut that paper beautifully for me. It's already getting dark here, guys. That's one thing I don't like about fall. 6:45 and it's getting dark. I'm a summer girl. Long days, hot days. It's really my favorite. So again, just a little quick sanding along the edge there. 92 people on. Hello everybody. I'm so glad you joined me tonight. If you missed the thrift haul, you can catch the replay, but we are just doing a little bit of JRV decoupage paper on this sled. I did a little black dress underneath it and used liquid patina to decoupage it on. Now we're gonna hit this raw wood with some dark, actually black oil wax. We'll call it an evening. If you want to shop along, I could drop the link here to the collection. And you guys can check that out. If you see something you like, go ahead and grab it. If you see something else you like later, I can combine shipping. But things go fast, so if you see something you like, go ahead and grab them now. All right, I dropped that link one more time for you, and we will get this black oil wax on. So with the oil wax, we're gonna put it on and you let it sit for about 15-20 minutes and then wipe it back. So I'll wipe some back and you guys will get the idea, but when you're doing it on your own projects, you will let it sit and soak in for a little bit. Ooh, Maxine, sorry, I'm looking down at comments. Maxine, y'all are chatty tonight, said somebody caught the decoupage paper on fire to smooth down the edges, which is interesting. So here we go with a chip brush, and I've got some dark oil, or black oil wax, sorry, dumped out into this container, and we are just going to apply it directly onto this wood. So you can see it acts a lot like a stain, more than a paint. It's not gonna give you full coverage. And since this is dry, raw wood, it will soak in just beautifully. Hey, Lena, can you bring me a paper towel, sugar? I wasn't prepared. I think they're on top of the fridge if you can reach them. Otherwise, a napkin's fine. I'm lucky she's tall.
How many?
Just one, honey. My good little helper. Jasmine says hi, Lena.
Hi,
Thank
Jasmine.
you. She says hello. A little bit more here. That wood is really soaking this up fast. It's gonna be so pretty. I'll do the outsides, and after we hop off, I'll finish the rest up and post a picture over in community. So get it on, let it sit for a little bit, and then wipe it back. And you can see the difference from the raw wood here to that pretty black oil wax. And then again, you can do the oil wax right over the paint too, and that will give you like a pretty glazed effect. And if you do the oil wax over milk paint, like the chippy milk paint, it sits down in all those little nooks and crannies. If you saw my last video on Sunday, I did those distressed candlesticks with the white oil wax, and oh my gosh, that oil wax just soaks into every single little crackle. It's so good. Got a stubborn piece of paper here. I can't get it that angle with my sanding block. It's bothering me. So yep, it totally just richens up that wood. You can use it on furniture, you can use it on your smalls, you could use it on your wood signs. Obviously if you're gonna be doing like vinyl on the wood signs, that might be an issue, but if you're painting, it is good. All right, y'all, any questions this evening? I think we're going to wrap it up. We've been on for about 50 minutes. I'm gonna go clean up my dinner mess and get ready to ship out some orders in the morning. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. I sure appreciate it. If you're catching the replay, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite thing was from tonight's haul. And if you're watching the replay, you can always click that live chat button to see what I'm gabbing about with everybody. Again, be sure to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and I will be back. Let's see, it's Thursday. I'll be back on Sunday with an edited video. It's probably some good, fun Christmas DIYs. But until then, you can check me out over on Facebook and Instagram and on my website, upcycledbybri.com. It was good to see y'all this evening. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I will see y'all on Sunday. Bye, guys. Whoop. I'm going to trip my way out. Let me come show you up close one more time. Pretty, pretty. Bye, friends.